Rimward from here, episode 10. Okay, I'm going to give you fair warning up front. This will be a nerdy episode and might even involve a little math. You have been warned. In a previous episode, we discussed robots and how they are ubiquitous to science fiction. Well, today's episode will discuss another ubiquitous topic, maybe not quite as much, but it is intrinsic to the particular flavor of science fiction that the Twilight sector occupies, that being space opera. Okay, enough beating around the bush. We're talking about faster than light travel today. FTL, jump drive, superluminal drive. FYI, superluminal drive is what we call it in the setting. That is traversing space in less time than the theory of relativity says we can. Because space is big, and in space opera we want to create a setting that includes lots of far-flung planets, we have to somehow get around that pesky theory and still be within shouting distance of plausible science. The purist would say simply postulating FTL puts you in the realm of fantasy. I say to hell with it. Sci-fi nerds just want to have fun. Our explanation for getting around relativity is far from original, but still seems the most plausible with what is known, or that my feeble brain can slightly comprehend. It is this. To achieve faster than light travel, an engine which we call the superluminal drive builds up a tachyon charge that drops, propels, insert your favorite verb here, a spaceship into a separate plane. We call it the gravitic plane. The gravitic plane is folded in on itself so that by dropping in at the proper angle and with the proper energy expenditure, you can traverse the fold and come out the other side in less time than light would take to traverse the same distance in normal space. Got all that? Good. There will be a test later. Now that's the simple part. Now comes the math. Well, maybe before the math you need some background on why we need the math. The Twilight Sector campaign setting was originally published using the open game license version of the Venerable Traveler RPG rules, the version that Mongoose Publishing, published. Traveler used parsecs and then married them to FTL drives in their setting. For example, a Jump 1 ship would travel 1 parsec, 3.26 light years, in 1 week, 168 hours. So simple and easy, but as you know, it isn't real science fiction if the explanation doesn't make your brain hurt. So, with that in mind, of course we had to complicate it. But I would say in our defense, we felt our complications made for a more realistic setting, more realistic feeling FTL system. Of course, nothing says science fiction like realistic over easy. Your mileage may vary. In all seriousness, the thing that we had a hard time reconciling was that a Jump 2 ship, hell, even a Jump 6 ship, took 1 week for the same 1 parsec jump that the Jump 1 ship does. We like the idea of the jump rating being tied to how fast a ship traveled a light year. So, sort of getting back on track, that works out to 51.5 hours per light year with a Jump 1 engine, all the way down to 6.4 hours per light year with a Jump 8 engine. All of that to give you the one piece of pertinent Rosalind Franklin information, that is, that the Rosalind Franklin, with its Jump 3 drive, will take 112 hours and 15 minutes to reach Helix, which is 6.52 light years times 17.2 hours per light year. That gets you 112 hours and 15 minutes. See, I told you there'd be math. Oh, and so episode 4 of chapter 1 will be the conclusion of chapter 1. Do the math. Till next time.